Let's talk about Yargle and Multani as a commander. For 6 mana, so 3 black, black, green, we get a Frog Spirit Elemental that's an 18 and 6. No activated abilities, nothing special, besides that this is a huge creature. So the plan of this deck is to be a Voltron / let's just have huge creatures in the deck because this deck ramps excellent and it's very fast. We can typically kill the whole table around turn 8. For me, this is fast, especially on a budget, and this deck is going to be $40. So let's go ahead and start with the ramp. Very briefly, let's talk about Arcane Signet, Charcoal Diamond, Soul Ring, and Wayfarer's Bauble. All artifacts, and this is going to help us ramp, whether it's mana or land-wise. This is going to get our commander out that much faster, especially only for 6 mana. We can get our commander out potentially turn 3, and there's even more ramp. Again, we'll go over this very quickly. We have Rampant Growth, Sakura Tribe Elder, Elvish Mystic, and Llanowar Elves. These will get us land ramp and as well as mana ramp by tapping these creatures. Again, we want our commander out as soon as possible because that's most likely how we're going to win with this deck. Speaking on how we're going to win, let's talk about making our commander unblockable with Cobbled Wings, Prowler's Helm, and Suspicious Bookcase. So with Cobbled Wings, this does not make our commander unblockable, but it does give it evasion, which means it's hard to block. We're going to give our equipped creature flying, so unless they have a creature with reach or flying, they cannot block our commander. And with Prowler's Helm, our commander can't be blocked by anything except if it's a wall, which is pretty much going to make it unblockable. And with Suspicious Bookcase, we can pay 3 mana and tap this creature, and target creature can't be blocked this turn, which we would target our commander. We can also give our commander trample, such as Loxodon Warhammer, Sword of Vengeance, and Titanoth Rex. Loxodon Warhammer is going to give our commander +3/+0, making it a 21/6, which is ridiculous. It's going to give it trample and lifelink. This is going to give us a lot of time and a lot of life. Sword of Vengeance gives our commander +2/+0, has First Strike, Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. And with Titanoth Rex, we can pay 2 mana to cycle this, so 1 and a green. We discard this card, we get to draw a card, and then we get to put a trample counter on target creature we control, which we would choose our commander, and now our commander has trample, and we get to draw a card from it as well. Another way we're punishing our opponents is with cards that will give our commander infect, such as Phyresis and Tainted Strike. So Phyresis is an enchantment aura where we can just pay a one-time cost, and now our commander has infect. Tainted Strike, however, is a one-time effect where we can give target creature +1/+0, which isn't going to matter because you only need 10 infect damage to take out an opponent, which our commander will meet that, and it gives the creature infect, which is what we want to do. So how do we draw cards in this deck? Well, let me tell you, because this is the best part. Hunter's Insight. If our commander can deal them combat damage, we draw that many cards, which would be 18. Hunter's Prowess. It gives our commander trample, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, we draw that many cards, which would be 21 if we deal all 18/+3. Life's Legacy. We do have to sacrifice our commander, but we would draw 18 cards for just 2 mana. Momentous Fall. This is the same thing, but now with 4 mana. In addition to casting the spell, we have to sacrifice a creature, which would be our commander, and now we're going to draw cards equal to its power and gain life equal to its toughness, which would be 6. So we draw 18 and gain 6 life. Return of the Wild Speaker, we pay 5 mana, draw 18 cards, which is insane. Or if we'd rather give our creatures +3/+3, that is an option as well. Rishkar's Expertise, we pay 6, draw 18 cards, and we also get a free spell from our hand that's 5 mana value or less. So these are some great cards to be casting when wanting to draw cards. Now we're going to need to protect our commander, that's for sure. So we have things like Mask of Avacyn and Swiftfoot Boots. This will give our commander hexproof, which means we can still target it, but our opponents can no longer target Yargle and Multani. The last category I want to mention is those huge creatures that I was talking about. So we have cards like Artisan of Kozilek, Avenger of Zendikar, Baleful Force, and Bane of Bala Ged. These are all huge creatures, and they're all really sweet for us. Artisan of Kozilek could get our commander back from the graveyard to the battlefield if we cast this from our hand and our commander happens to be in our graveyard. So we don't have to pay that additional 2 mana from the command zone. We can strategically put it into the graveyard and cast this the next turn. Avenger of Zendikar, this is a sweet card for the deck because this has a lot of ramp in this deck. So we get to really take advantage of a huge amount of plants, and they're going to get a lot of +1/+1 counters from all the lands that are entering our battlefield. Baleful Force, this is 8 mana for a 7/7. At our upkeep, we draw a card, lose a life. And Bane of Bala Ged, when it attacks, the defending player has to exile 2 permanents they control. This is a really tough card to be against. Desolation Twin, Steel Hellkite, and Ulamog's Crusher. Whenever we cast Desolation Twin, we're going to put a 10/10 onto the battlefield. Steel Hellkite. This is a 5/5, but we can put 2 mana into it to give it a +1/+0, and we can repeat that. Ulamog's Crusher, whenever this attacks, the defending player has to sacrifice 2 permanents, and this card has to attack each turn if able. So that is how I would build Yargle and Multani. for $40. Let me know what you think of the deck down below in the comments, and if you'd like to purchase this deck, it'll be in the description. And thank you to the members who help support this show. For 99 cents each month, you can also become a member by hitting that join button down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.